our predictions for the 2024
Belgian
Grand Prix. Hello everybody and welcome back to the B1 podcast with Matt and Tommy. It's Belgian Grand Prix edition. Spa, we are nearly here and it's time to see if we have been in the kitchen. Have we been seasoning a few predictions? Do we think we're going to get another, well, I was going to say interesting race. Hungary wasn't interesting apart from the controversy on the team radio, but we are overdue a banger. Like Spa, you are beautiful. The track is just
gorgeous.
Every driver's dream. You've got overtaking opportunities supposedly, and yet we've not really seen any recently. So this year, is it going to happen, Tommy?
Surely it is, because it's not delivered recently, which is a big shame, because it's one of those circuits where we could never have a good race there again, but as soon as it's dropped off the calendar, we'd all be outraged because it is a legendary circuit and the one we all love, driving on video games. And this is such a legendary track, but it is due a tasty Grand Prix. Now this season has given us a lot of spice, a very unexpected spice compared to what we were expecting at the start of the season, so maybe it's time.
Okay, let's get into our predictions then and start with biggest good surprise. All right, hear me out. My biggest good surprise for the Belgian Grand Prix is Lando Norris. Yeah, look, he's only won one Grand Prix this year, but I feel like another victory is on the cards. Spoiler alert for what my top three might be, or at least one of them. I know it's going to require him to win the Grand Prix, but he's amazing around Belgium. I think that obviously he had that massive crash in qualifying a few years ago, didn't he? But he was actually on course to potentially take pole in very changeable, tricky conditions. And I just think that McLaren are going to be really good around Spa again. It looks like Max Verstappen's going to be taking a 10-place penalty, if not starting at the back, if he decides to take a whole host of other things. So the door is wide open for McLaren to win this race, and that is why I'm going for Lando Norris.
Interesting. I'm glad you kind of covered off the fact that he kind of needs to to win to be biggest good surprise now. And he is very good in the changeable conditions as well, which it looks like it's going to be so far. We'll see. But it's still Friday and Saturday rain, so let's see. Biggest good surprise, I have gone a lot more of a rogue choice than you and gone for Sergio Perez. Now his is the opposite. He just needs to not crash all weekend, and his biggest good surprise.
No, he's off the back of a lovely little P7 in Hungary. Huge points for Red Bull.
Exactly. I think he's going to have a better weekend. If he keeps out the wall, delivers a strong points finish, which I can see happening. He'll go into that summer break.
Strong points finish? Little cheeky P5 or something?
P5, something like that.
Okay. And you cannot say, and I'm covering off this loophole now, oh, well, I know he finished P9, but he did out-qualify Max Verstappen, who started from the back. Okay,
well, yeah, I won't be going for that one.
I'm just covering it off now because I can see there might be a little cheeky something there. Okay, let's move on to biggest flop. Now, I've tried this once. Didn't work. This time it's going to work. Lance Stroll. He's known as a qualifying specialist in the rain, although I don't remember the last time we actually saw a qualifying special from him in the rain. But I just feel as though it's got to happen. Like, he's going far too quietly under the radar and scoring points and beating Fernando Alonso. Alonso's going to have to chef him at some point, and I feel like this is the weekend for it. So yeah, biggest flop, Lance Stroll. But as you always know, this is just vibes.
Biggest flop, I've gone for a team again, and the team is Aston Martin. So I am very much looking forward to Fernando Alonso winning the Grand Prix because you've predicted Stroll biggest flop. But they've kind of snuck back into, it's not quite Formula A, but ahead of Formula B and there or thereabouts. I feel like they're going to go back to being absolutely abysmal again.
That's interesting that you say that, because you would like to think that a little rainy Spa in qualifying would allow Alonso to really get the ingredients out and cook up a storm. But you just feel as though they're going to be horrendous and he won't be able to do anything.
I just don't feel like it's going well in that team at all. They've really dropped off form. I don't think the atmosphere is great. I think it was very interesting that Fernando Alonso kind of didn't get the favour returned by Stroll, but of course he's not going to publicly have a go at him when his dad is the boss.
Okay, well, we're both going for something going on in Aston Martin. Let's go to pole position then. Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton's getting pole. Changeable conditions. Mercedes, they might be all right in those conditions. When you're backing a driver like that to get pole position, if we genuinely do have quite a lot of rain coming for Saturday, and Mercedes aren't that far off. Of course, Hungary was a bit of a wake-up call, but then Hungary is a very different track to Spa, and you'd like to think that Spa is more similar to Silverstone in the sense of it's like a power track. So yeah, I think Hamilton will grab pole.
Interesting. So pole position, I've gone for Max Verstappen, which of course I know what you're thinking, but it is still pole position if he qualifies in pole position. And I don't think that even with a penalty... Yeah. Oh my God, don't tell me. Like, we've had this conversation so many times with Charles Leclerc. Because it counts as pole. So Max will, I think, still want to try and bag a pole position because he'll want to suffer the damage. He's not going to just be like, oh, I'm going to start from the pit lane. He'll want to start P11.
Okay, cool. Let's go to our top three then. In third position, I am locking in Oscar Piastri. Oscar will get a nice little podium, but not another victory. I don't see it. Don't see it in my mind's eye. No disrespect to him. He drove incredibly around Hungary. But when we're looking at pure, raw, unadulterated speed, we're still lacking a tiny bit at the end of that race to Lando. So I think that, well, I obviously believe that Lando's going to be right up there. Not on pole, but I think Lando might be on the front row. And yeah, Oscar will finish third.
P3, I have gone for Max Verstappen. I think he's making it to the podium, but no more if he has his 10-place penalty.
Your brain literally just started whirring then, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, in second place, I am locking in Lewis Hamilton. He will have a great race, but it won't be P1 because I wonder who I've gone for.
Who could it be?
But I might have. This whole thing might have been a ruse, and I've actually spread my eggs. That's a weird. I haven't put all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
because spreading my eggs sounds weird.
P2, I have gone for Lando Norris.
Oh,
what
no.
more is there to say? Yeah, gone for Lando. Need I say more? Exactly like you did last time.
No, yeah, you should say more, sir. What's
I should say more. I think that I don't think McLaren will be as quick as we all think they will at Spa.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think they're going to be far and away the best cars. I think they'll still be very good.
Who do you think is going to be the best car?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Okay, interesting. All right, so first position, I have gone for Lando Norris. Yep, Lando's going to win. And then I can start to reply to people that have said, how can you possibly think Lando can win the championship from here? He's 76 points behind. Lando Norris, all of this. I am seeing an outrageous amount of snowballing hate for Lando Norris. A lot of people not knowing anything about Formula 1 either, in the sense of thinking it's all over with Max being 76 points ahead. But when you look at the pace and you look at where the teams are, Red Bull aren't the fastest car at the moment. So, yeah, Lando Norris is going to win, and he's going to put the middle finger up to everybody that's been horrible to him.
P1, I have gone for Lewis Hamilton. He's getting another win. I think they were very good at Silverstone, of course. Spa's more similar to Silverstone. I think Hamilton's on a great run of form, even at Hungary, which didn't suit their car. Got a podium. And, yeah, I think Mercedes are going to be good.
Okay, all right. So talk me through that just very quickly. The Tommy brain that's going, the Tommy brain Bellingham.
Yeah.
Verstappen starts 11th. You think he's going to beat the likes of George Russell, the likes of Oscar Piastri? You think he's gonna
but not quite get there.
So you do think he'll be the fastest package overall then? You must think he's going from
one of, if not the fastest package. Yeah, like I think Verstappen is going to be absolutely rapid this weekend. He loves Spa. He's really quick there. I don't think he'll have anywhere near the problems he had in Hungary, and I think he'll be very, very quick. I just don't think he has as much of an advantage that he's going to breeze through the entire field.
One crazy prediction. Mine is Max Verstappen will not have one angry radio message during the race.
Is that a crazy prediction?
Yes!
Okay, no sass. So, like, no sass at all.
I was going to put sass and I changed it to angry just so that I had a little bit of a loophole there. Because if he's just GP. Okay, because he's going to be watched like a hawk as well.
Yeah,
when it
he
comes
will.
to his radio. So
yeah,
I feel like that is
will be
actually
on it,
a crazy
won't they?
prediction. To be fair, to be honest with you, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if he comms will be on anything he says slightly negative. Like if he mentions that, you know, he didn't like his dinner earlier, like they'll be.
Oh yeah, that'll be
playing
played.
that.
That'll be played. Yeah. So I think that is a very crazy prediction because at some point something's going to happen.
My one crazy prediction is Alpine get a point.
What, they find out what the point is, or they get a point?
Well, mate. I mean, I nearly went for Pierre Gasly finishes the race, but no, I'll go for Alpine get a point. Maybe they are back in it with their. I know you said Spider-Man livery. What is it? Deadpool livery.
Deadpool, yeah.
That's the one.
Looks very cool. I like it.
It looks very, very cool.
It doesn't look anything like an Alpine, and I love how that's just like something they can do because Ryan Reynolds is there. But here we are. Yeah. They're just literally a moving advertising board now, really, Alpine. Anyway, right, 3 crazy predictions from you lot. First and foremost, FFP to MF. Max Verstappen gets a full 8 hours sleep and wins. We're going to have to get confirmation on how much he sleeps for that race. Imagine if Max does win and goes, went to bed at 10 p.m. Thanks, everybody. Sam, 467822, Ferrari double DNF. Great. No one cares. And Polski Polak, a driver from Formula B, will be on the podium.
That is bold.
That is very bold, because that includes basically the bottom 5 teams, because I don't think we can call Aston Martin in Formula B, or are we including Aston Martin in Formula B this time?
Well, I guess probably.
Let's include them. Yeah, let's include them.
Yeah. Anyone with less than 100 points in the constructors, because the others are well ahead now. Aston Martin are absolutely nowhere near Merc, are they?
Sad times. Okay, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for watching and listening, as always. Remember, we have our US live show tour crack-a-lacking right now. The tickets are available. So please come along if you'd like to see us. And lots of love. Bye!